Welcome back to Ghetto Mantras episode 6. My name is Gevonchai and I am your favorite homegirl here at Ghetto Mantras. The mantras might not be that ghetto, but I am sometimes. So here we are. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for listening. This week I want to talk about romanticizing your life, right? Crazy times going on. It's a lot going on right now, and it's going to be a lot going on for a long time. But I want to talk about romanticizing your life. And so I got my phone here so I can tell you all the affirmation I wrote down. So for me, I said, I am experiencing an unwavering romantic love. Shout out to my boo. I am experiencing unwavering love from my family. Shout out to my family. I am experiencing unequivocal love from my friends. So let me say that one more time. I am experiencing unwavering romantic love, unwavering love from my family, and unequivocal love from my friends. So no matter whatever your circumstance is, romanticize all of the love you have in your life today. Valentine's Day is coming up. Okay, let me see how many days we got until Valentine's Day. 3. It's this Friday. Okay, and it's gonna be a lot going on. You got some folks that's been in relationships for a long time, and some people haven't been in relationships for a long time. And I think that this man-made holiday, which I love, and I still love to get flowers and candy and all of the things and go to dinner with my boo, hey boo. I think that we romanticize romantic love so much that we miss out on the joys of the other loves that we have in our life, like the love we have from our family and the love we have from our friends. And so I want to practice romanticizing it. One way that I romanticize love in my life is I think about how good it is to me and how good that love from my family has been, how good that love from my friends has been. Even my children, like how good that love is. And like my little Pookie, how he looks at me, he looks up and he says, that's my mommy. Well, he don't say it yet, y'all, because y'all know he's still a baby. But he'll actually be 6 months on Friday. So go Langston, go Langston. Anyway, I really want to talk about romanticizing the experiences in your life. And I want to encourage you to do that today. So I don't have, well, I think I will tell a story. So I want to say 2023 was a really good year for me. Like I really tapped into another way of being. I tapped into gratefulness, thankfulness, and I started romanticizing everything that I could. And my life was that much more fuller. It was so full because I just felt like nothing could go wrong. Like even if I had a bad day or if I had a bad moment, like life was so good and I was so appreciative of everything I have and I still am. But what that did for me, it just made me feel like a better person. It internally, I see pink, like rose colored glasses. You know how people say you see the world through rose colored glasses? Like that's what it was doing for me. Just my appreciation, my gratefulness, and me kind of calling that into my life. Telling myself like what you're experiencing right now is unwavering romantic love. It's unwavering love from your family. It's unequivocal love from your friends. So I'm opening up the floor. Y'all know we got who we got with us as we do every week. Dom from Hustle Responsibly and Keys from Voss Visuals. And I'm opening up the floor to see what they think about romanticizing the things in their life and how they experience that.
You want to go first? You got it.
Don't edit that out. Do not,
He said you
do
got it.
not edit that out.
That's hilarious.
How you gonna say he got it done? Why you don't want to speak about love? It's about to be Valentine's Day.
You said, "Wow, I don't."
Yeah. And get in the mic so the people can hear you.
Because Keith got something to say first. That's
No.
why.
Keys, do you have anything to say
So
first?
what's the what was the give me the
We
topic
are
again?
talking about romanticizing all the things, romanticizing the love in your life, and whether it's coming from a romantic partner, your friends, your family, like just really taking it all in and making it romantic.
Yeah, I think it's important, man. Also we had talked about it on the side note. I'm an R&B head, so I just
R&B cat.
Yep. So it's even funny because I'm actually dropping a song on Valentine's Day too. So
Okay.
because that's my plan is to drop one song per month all
Uh-huh.
year. So
What's the song on Valentine's Day?
it's actually called Crazy in Love.
Crazy in Love this Friday. Make sure you listen to Crazy in Love. By
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute. Do you have an R&B name or is it just
It's
still?
just my name.
It's
Yep.
Marquise
Yep.
Voss.
Marquise Voss. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you can find me everywhere on that.
Okay.
But even just like a side note with the direction for my project is it's gonna be a compilation of like all R&B like remixes and covers. So my spin on them. So Crazy in Love, that's the Beyonce joint. You
Look,
know
it's
what
so
I'm saying?
crazy in love.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying? So
Yeah,
it's
man.
like putting a male spin on it. Got
Right.
a different vibe. I think you're gonna mess with it, man. I think you're
Ah,
gonna mess with
I'm
it.
excited to hear. I'm
Yeah.
excited to
So
hear another
yeah.
perspective.
Yeah, so that's personally I could say it's important to romanticize like love in your life because it's like when I was as an artist when I'm creating music I got to pull from real life experiences, romantic experiences, especially as men. I believe it's healthy for us to tap
Yeah.
into it because men be so macho and toxic masculinity is popular nowadays.
Right.
So men in particular we struggle with romantic interests or romantic just tendencies I should say. We always
Right.
think we gotta.
It's hard for romance to exist in like the male perspective. I
Right.
feel like, cause like you said, it's very like macho. I don't have a
Mm-hmm.
better word to like encompass all of that,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
it is hard. But like I think that too. When I say romanticize, like I think about the fullness of my life. And I think we just talked about with you. You said,
Mm-hmm.
this is how I pour back into myself. This is how I make my life full. That was a side note.
Right, right.
By doing your music.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm turning it back to Don. And you listen, if you're gonna be a co-producer of this show, neat, then you're gonna have to get it going.
Okay. Well, you did say something though that was had me curious. Though you said it's hard for males to. Did you say quantify,
Romanticize.
romanticize? Why do you feel like that?
Oh, I mean, you can go read. I believe it's God, it's a Bell Hooks book. I have it on my nightstand, but I'm losing the title. You know, I just had that baby and my
It's
brain
about
is
love.
shrunk. It's not, it's about love. It's about, oh, it's a blue book. Look it up. And then Keith, put it up here. When you get a chance, put it up there. Um, oh God. Anyways, but she talks about like the number that um, uh the world in America has done on men. And like we beat up on men for like certain things, but like the country, the world, society has done a number on men where they can't express, they can't romanticize things. Everything is like, I kind of hate when people say, well, men are more logical. I think that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Oh, I think it's dumb. I don't think men are more logical. I think that they maybe are better at suppressing, but I wouldn't say more logical. I would say that they are better at pushing things down and getting things done that way. Um, but I don't even know if I halfway agree with that because, the anger on some men, not all men. And I'm never talking about all men because I got like really great men in my life. But like the anger on some men gets dangerous out here too. And so, people say, oh, women are so emotional. Women ain't in jail for beating up men. Okay. I'm just saying. That's kind of off topic, but nah. I don't think men are given a space a lot of times. And first of all, I'm not a pick me. I'm not a pick me. But that's how this is gonna come off. I don't think men are given a lot of space to like enjoy the fullness of who they are. So maybe it's hard to romanticize the things about your life because you can't experience like all of the parts of you because it's deemed as like feminine.
Yeah, I definitely can chime in on that. But if you go, I think what you just said was really important on how men we're not like really programmed to like embrace the fullness of ourselves.
Right.
And I think that's the kind of like dogs.
Here come my dog, y'all. He want to be in the show.
Yeah, but it's
Let's see
like
if he walk by. Just keep talking.
yeah, but that's the thing that I had to like really work on. I'm real big on like self-awareness and reflection. So
Yeah.
whenever I talk to people and I kind of encourage people like from like a counseling or place, I always encourage them to like experience 100% of what you feeling, because that's how you actually get through it. But
Right.
as men, we really kind of program ourselves to kind of like 50, half step it or 50%, or be like, no, I ain't finna get into all that sad or emotional stuff. So like, let me go focus on something else. But
Yeah.
when we don't do that, it helps us.
If men
It
would tap
causes us for more failure and emotional,
yes.
health.
If men would tap in with feelings,
Mm-hmm.
they would like
Yeah.
dominate forever.
Yeah. And that's one of them things that I'm real big on that. Like on my podcast, I'm always talking about like, you got to be in tune with yourself as a man, because that's how you become the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of men that they look good on the surface level, but then when they get into relationships, they have a lot of problems.
They
'cause you
ain't did
didn't
the
do that
work.
self-work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm real big on, me, I talk about that singleness and all of that stuff. And I think it's important to maintain singleness even while you're in a relationship. Because a lot of people that get in a relationship and then they focus only on, oh, it's us. But then you forget about the
You got to have your own
individuality.
identity too.
Yeah. So I
Yep.
think that's what really plays a big role in like tapping into that romantic side of what you're talking about. Like when you in love with yourself and you doing what you love to do, you'll want to love on others more. Like, man, if sports is your thing, if you make time for that, or if cooking is your thing, you making time for that as a man, you going to want to really pour into your woman and your people, a lot more too.
And you know what? I think that we got to add another like piece to that mantra. You just said it. I am experiencing an unwavering amount of love for myself. You just hit on that. Because I didn't say that at first. I said romantic love, love with family, love with friends, but like love for self too.
Yeah.
Like God made you, right? And everybody that might not
God
believe in
did.
God, and that's your business. But,
But
right?
at the end of the day,
But I didn't. That's what I believe. And if God made you, you allowed to love what God made, in my opinion. Okay.
yeah.
Y'all, Dom hates this episode.
No, this episode cool. It's good.
He hates it.
It's all good. I think my biggest thing is and you kind of touched on it too, right? Like society doesn't create enough space for this to be norm for males or for guys. And I think the unfortunate part is like you have to, or at least for myself, I have to create that full circle for myself, right? So like whatever, if a romantic partnership, doesn't go the way we want it to go, for myself, it's like, oh, they didn't know the other parts of me, right? And so I'm not upset, or I can't be bummed out about that situation not working, especially if I know, because this person didn't get to this depth of me, right? They didn't get to know this version of myself, because a lot of times our love for each other, or our appreciation for someone else, it is compartmentalized, right? I appreciate this person at work, or how they show up at work, but I don't know how they are in their personal life. I appreciate this person, in a romantic setting, but I don't know that they, show up this way at work, or whatever that may look like. And so, you all both said it, right? Like getting to know yourself, right? And that's by loving yourself. And I'm real big on like, whatever is happening internally is going to project out. And so if you don't love yourself, or if you only love certain versions of yourself, when that ugly side, starts to rear its head, you're going to project that onto others, right? And even sometimes, like the things that I receive back, I know it's that. So I don't even hold people, like I don't hold no grudges, or I don't hold a vendetta to somebody, because I know that's more of a projection, and that's not you saying what you actually like feel towards me, or something like that. So it wasn't that I didn't like this episode. I think I was just struggling trying to piece my response together.
Hey, and we give space for formulating a thought, expressing yourself, and maybe even having to change your mind after you got some new information. So I'm glad you stuck with us. We got the male perspective from Keith and Dom. And again, I just want to leave you with the thought or the encouragement today to really like romanticize the things in your life. Romanticize the love that you experience. That's easy, but romanticize the love you experience with family, friends, or romantic partner, the love you have with yourself. Like romanticize it. Make your life full by doing this. And I think I'm going to leave y'all with that today. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure that you hit up ghettomantras.com. Get some merch. Help us pay for the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We also have an event coming up in about 2 weeks. It is a virtual event. It's called the Winter Blues Buster. It's happening on February 22nd, and I got a very surprise guest that's coming. So if you want to see that surprise guest, make sure you hit my social media channels because it might already be up. Sign up for my newsletter just in case that we can't tap in with YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, like all of the things. Sign up for my newsletter so I can have your email and we always there. Can they see my socks? Get my socks. Get my things. It says no for real, all is well. And I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think I'm gonna leave it there because I go too far. We'll talk about what I want to talk about on the next episode. Have a good day, everybody.